The North Charleston Fire Museum and Educational Center is proud to house the largest collection of professionally restored American LaFrance fire apparatus in the country. With over 20 vehicles in our collection, dating as far back as 1780s, the North Charleston Fire Museum has become renowned as destination for fire history and the preservation antique fire apparatus. All the pieces in our collection still run and can fight fire just like the day it was produced. (1929) American LaFrance Type 270 double bank service truck registration number 7048. This handsome American LaFrance service truck was built at the beginning of the Great Depression. Hard times caused it to remain unsold until 1935 when the town of Gardner, Massachusetts purchased it. Before the vehicle was sold, it was fitted with an updated radiator and front bumper. The service truck is powered by a Hugetons Power 6-cylinder engine with a soon-to-be obsolete chain drive system. Onboard equipment includes a double bank set of wooden ground ladders, a 12-foot wooden folding ladder, a booster pump and water tank, a hose box above the ladder banks, various axes, crowbars, a battering ram, and other Tuesday on display courtesy American La France, LLC. American La France 1904 American La France Cosmopolitan Steamer, one of 7 still in existence. The COSM Litan was the smallest steamer built for U.S. fire departments. Its 250 capacity MLE it useful only for the smallest community are in very narrow streets. However, Cosmopolitan needed only 1 MN to operate it, which made it more efficient. The manpower-driven hand pumper. This Cosmopolitan was built in 1901 for Claremore, OK, and later served in Millersburg, KY. The apparatus, designed by Charles H. Fox, later of Aaron's Fox fame, is 6 feet high, 7 feet long, and 3 feet 8 inches wide. It weighs about 1,900 pounds, and its original price was $1,500. Of the 21 built between 1902 and 1912, 7 still exist today. The 1901 American La France Cosmopolitan steamer is part of the Figge International Antique Fire. 1956 American La France 700 Series 775 PJO pumper registration #L5371. This 700 series pumper was shipped to Coldwater, Michigan, on March 9, 1956 as a companion piece to a 65-foot Quint the city had received in 1953. One unusual feature is the right side pump panel. Pump panels were put on the NGHT strap apparatus when the driver, who also operated the pump, sat on an idle hose with a 750 hour-minute pump, a 500-gallon booster tank. Life was DBY a 190 horsepower V12 with a standard transmission, but it served an automatic transmission / extended when it was repowered with a Detroit diesel motor and vehicle on display courtesy American La France, LLG. 1935 American Arena American La France 400 Series Pumper He registration number 7712. This Type 415 RCPWT pumper represents American La France's 400 Series pumpers built from 1934 to 1940. This vehicle had a 240 horsepower V12 overhead cam engine and carried a 1,500 gallon per minute rotary gear pump. This vehicle was one of the last of the 400 series engines built with the older chain drive system. Later models were built with more modern bevel gear rear axle. This pumper was delivered to the Atlantic Steamer Company No. 1, nicknamed Rough Riders, of Pethy's vehicle responded to a fire at Theodore Roosevelt Sagamore Hill Estate. Oyster Bay Fire Department, Long Island, New York, on October 31, 1935. In 1953 vehicle on display courtesy American La France, LLC. 1932 Type 245 pumper registration number 7393. While this apparatus may be sort of plain Jane in appearance, it was capable of pumping 1000 gallons of water per minute. This Type 245 pumper weighed in at a whopping 11,980 pounds, fully loaded with 1,200 feet of firefighting hose, two 10-1/2 foot lengths of hard Suquian hose, and an additional 10-1/2 feet of soft suction lines and other equipment. It was shipped FO from American LaFrance's Elmira Hose. It has an 80-gallon V-Watt tank behind the seat and a hose basket for Booster, New York, factory to La Crosse, Wisconsin. On June 30, 1932. Vehicle on display courtesy American. (1926) American LaFrance Type 75 triple combination registration number 5892. This American LaFrance 6-cylinder, 750 gallon per minute pumper was the most popular fire apparatus of its day. From 1915 to 1926 these vehicles were the mainstay of many cities and towns in the United States and Canada. The type was lighter and more maneuverable than the competitors' giants, and with a ORIS tag of only $12,500, departments were lined up to get one. This vehicle was originally purchased by the town of Inglenook, Alabama, which was soon incorporated into Birmingham. After a many years with the Shriners, this Type 75 was restored to a white over red color scheme and renamed Peachtree Heights. The white over red combination was unusual but not rare. Vehicle on display courtesy American LaFrance. (1931) American The Errant American LaFrance Type 191 pumper fugistration #L505 American LaFrance designed the semi-custom type small communities with limited budgets. They were available with a 500-gallon asterisk pumper in 1927 4 per minute pump and either 1 or 2 chemical tanks, which made them both versatile and reasonably priced. The Type 191 is basically an upgraded with left-hand steering, 4-wheel brakes, and a few engine modifications. Eason with a water tank, instead of the usual chemical tank, and polished aluminum radiator, was shipped to Long Green, Maryland, on April 25, 1931. Vehicle on display courtesy American LaFrance, LLC. 1940 American LaFrance 500 series pumper he registration #L1229. The 500 series apparatus is considered to have the first styled body in the entire fire service industry. Although it is large, heavy, and ungainly by today's standards, the 500 series was extremely handsome for its day. The truck had Adeline apparance owing to its bodywork that allowed ground ladders and suction hoses to be carried out of sight. The 750-gallon-per-minute pump was placed between the engine and the cab to help prevent freezing of the pump and water passages in the winter. This vehicle sold in 1940 to the Enid, Oklahoma Fire Abe, built by American LaFrance in Elmira, New York. Parment. It had a 190 horsepower V12 engine originally designed by Lycoming vehicle on display courtesy American LaFrance, LLC. (1912) American LaFrance Metropolitan Steamer he registration number 3374. American LaFrance Metropolitan steam fire engines are generally acknowledged as the best steamers ever built. Designed by Cherice H. Fox in 1898, the Metropolitan line was built until 1917 in a wide variety of sizes. This example, built for Harrison, Virginia, is capable of pumping 600 gallons per minute and weighs a whopping 6,800 pounds. The steamer would have been drawn by 2 horses, whereas larger mo cooking over 10,000 pounds would he nulled high 3 galloping horses. Belching smoke spectacular decorations made the steam engine era the most visually exciting. This level of elaborate gold leaf scroll work is typical of the time period. Vehicle on display courtesy American LaFrance, LLC. (1912) American LaFrance Metropolitan Steamer he registration number 3374. American LaFrance Metropolitan steam fire engines are generally acknowledged as the best steamers ever built. Designed by Cherice H. Fox in 1898, the Metropolitan line was built until 1917 in a wide variety of sizes. This example, built for Harrison, Virginia, is capable of pumping 600 gallons per minute and weighs a whopping 6,800 pounds. The steamer would have been drawn by 2 horses, whereas larger mo cooking over 10,000 pounds would he nulled high 3 galloping horses. Belching smoke spectacular decorations made the steam engine era the most visually exciting. This level of elaborate gold leaf scroll work is typical of the time period. Vehicle on display courtesy American LaFrance, LLC. American LaFrance 1969 American LaFrance 900 Series Dominion Pumper NS. This vehicle was ordered by the town of Mahwah, Nawa November 25, 1969. In 1969, $38,101 would buy your 01,50 yaon per minute Pumner the Urment. This deluxe Ava is powered by a 350 horsepower V8 Detroit diesel and NE. The pump was on American LaFrance Twin Flow Parallel Series, 2-stage centrifugal model with the suction inlets on both sides and at the front and discharge outlets on both sides. New cab design was wider than the Series 700 and at the rear of the vehicle. Air homs, a siren, and Dond 800 models, allowing more comfortable seating for the firefighters. Styling Asafetti features included quad headlights, Emergenita fiery, a bell that gave people plenty of warning as it roared. Vehicle on display courtesy American LaFrance, LLC.